Question 20. We have a circle with a right angle triangle in it. We're told that M, N, and P are points on the edge of the circle, and we are told that the center here is O. We have been given two measurements, 3.5 for this length here, and 9.7 for that length there. We are again told that it's right angled like that. Work out the circumference of the circle. So the circumference of a circle uses the formula C equals pi d, but we don't have the diameter. So if we are asked to figure out the circumference, it means that we must have to figure out the diameter. So first of all, let's actually look at what the diameter is in this question. This line here, distance through the center of the circle, straight line, connects either side of the circle. That's what we want. So that length there, d, is what we're after. Now this happens to form the hypotenuse of a right angled triangle. This triangle here is right angled. So what this is the combination of a circumference of a circle question, but also Pythagoras. We have two sides of the right angled triangle. We're looking for the third, so all of the sides are involved. We're going to be using Pythagoras. So let's quote Pythagoras first of all, and then we'll come back to the C equals pi d. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared, where c is the hypotenuse. Now, not to confuse, c we're going to call d because that's the diameter here, right? So d squared is what will be in place of that. A and b, it doesn't technically matter which way around you put it, but I always recommend putting a first as the smallest one. Just helps you remember that c's got to be the biggest side. So we have 3.5 squared plus 9.7 squared. What will happen after that is if you simplify what's on the left hand side, you end up with 106.34, typing that into your calculator. Then if you prefer, you can write d squared on the left hand side if you'd rather have the letters there. Doesn't matter either way. In order to get rid of this squared, we have to do a square root of both sides. That would be the sum that we do on both sides. It will make the squared disappear on the left, giving you just d. And on the right, this will be what you type into the calculator. The square root of 106.34, which gives us 10.312, so on and so forth. Then we double check to make sure what the question wants as far as rounding. 3 significant figures. So first, second, third, the rounding is going to happen after the 3. The 1 will not change that 3, so 10.3. Oh, I'm almost getting ahead of myself now. Yeah, almost got ahead of myself. We're not done yet. 10.3 is just the length of the diameter, right? Always double check to make sure you've read the question properly. So 10.1, 10.312, so on and so forth. We actually want to keep all of that number because we're not done yet. Don't round until the final answer. So our circumference is going to be pi times that. So you'll get the pi button on your calculator, then you multiply by a and s because it will remember this answer from before, and then from there you end up with 32.396, so on and so forth, and that's what we're going to round to 3 significant figures. So that will become 32.4. It's a circumference, which is a length. The units have already been given there. So it's 32.4 centimeters. Done.